Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright, and he's following up!
Milan definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Vieira can get it clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi will not want to lose out here. Real chance! Oh, that pass isn't the best. It'll be a throw-in. Panucci is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. So we're still where we started right now. Vieira. Now it's Bale. Messi. Oh, that was vital. Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend. Great chance! Taken back almost at once. Tries to pass it through.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Neymar. Great vision. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Zanetti. Neymar looking to receive it in space. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Vieira. Eto'o. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Odo. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe crosses it into the area. Brilliantly cut out. Tries to play it through. That's it, 45 minutes up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. See your views on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Cambio de jugadores en el Milán. El dorsal 19. Messi.
So off we go again.
Será reemplazado por
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he was quick to react. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fast.
Shevchenko! They've scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Bellingham gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to summon someone of this calibre.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Bale, he is of course well known for his dancing feet. Oh, that's a key interception.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Nesta looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ball is over the line. Zanetti.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Del Piero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Nedved. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. He is through here. Del Piero is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now it's Shevchenko. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the volley. Mbappe is magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Barcelona are back in business! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch...
And Shevchenko! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Shevchenko has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Desai clears it away.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
El dorsal 10, el dorsal 23.
Oh, shooting chance! Corner number 2 then. Desai tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that was never going to make it. Bellingham makes a dash for it. Searching pass is played there. Milan can't breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's a pretty loose pass. Odo. And he's there to make the challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Desai. That has been cut short. And it's Cruyff. And this is Del Piero. Played out to the left flank.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he's there to belt it away. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Cruyff. Bellingham. And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.